She thought it was a natural progression to become mayor. But again, it was the people that were going to vote her in. She didn't drive. She walked everywhere. She met everybody. She had a face in Port Adelaide. And because she had such a good rapport with men and didn't feel any different, she would go out and just ask their opinion and ask for their support. And both sides of politics in the port gave her support, knowing that she was a member of the Labor Party, but that didn't deter the fact of the ones that didn't have her political belief. They were still happy to support her. The house was busy and it was full of chatter, I remember that. But it was, it was like it was campaigning for a major election. She had a combination team, business people, people without work. The waterside workers were on board. That was a big thing. She was very lucky in that regard. She had the Messenger newspaper, which is pretty good. If she could bring them together to be mayor, she probably thought, well, I can do things the same way when I am mayor. So, I think that was what was in her favour. She was respected by many. 7 days and 7 votes later, she was announced as mayor. The first council meeting, they couldn't work out what they were going to call her, whether it was Madam Mayor. They still were trying Mayoress, and she said, no, I'm Mayor. So she was hard on that one. Because she didn't drive, they said, you're not getting a car allowance. I think they gave her a small clothing allowance, but she didn't worry it. She had relatives that could make hats and she had relatives that could make her clothes. So she didn't worry about those things because she already knew she was mobile without a car. Again, practical in her thinking. Things were done the best way she could to manage it all. But she certainly saved herself for the bigger battles. I can't remember Nan crying, but I remember everybody crying around her. When Uncle Gordon passed, the sadness that went over the homes, I'll never forget it. He came down from work on the wharf. He rang her to say that he was working back. He went back into the crane and he had a heart attack. He was an amazing man, a beautiful man, really. Anna really took it upon herself to look after all of us because we were so upset. She stayed real strong for everybody else, but I reckon she was really sad. She would have been really sad when he passed. But how she did it, she obviously was mayor. She took some weeks off, and then she went straight back to work.